Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. I am so pumped about today's product. This is the Purlisse Perfect Glow BB Concealer. I am obsessed with the Purlisse makeup products. The Perfect Glow BB Cream is one of my favorite foundation products, but I love all of the Purlisse BB and CC creams. They have high SPF, they have great coverage, and they look so smooth, glowy, and natural on the skin. They're one of my most recommended products when someone asks me for a good foundation. And so when I saw that they had a concealer, I was so excited and so excited to be able to choose this for my May 2022 Ipsy Glam Bag, which that unbagging is up here on my YouTube channel now if you haven't seen it yet. So the full size of this retails for $28 and it just sounds awesome because it's supposed to be skin-like. It has nourishing ingredients in it like goji and Shisandra berry and jasmine, and just based off of all of my experience with the other Purlisse products that I love, I have high hopes for this. So I'm just going to, it's got the little squeezy tube here, squeeze a little bit onto my finger, just a tiny bit to start, and apply it to my under eye. It says to just tap it on with the finger, but I typically apply my concealers with a sponge, so maybe I'll try this in both techniques, but I definitely struggle with dark under eye circles, so I'm really excited to see how this is going to be. I forgot to mention that I got this in the shade Fair, which is the lightest shade, and they definitely don't have a very extensive shade range in this right now, but it's definitely very brightening for my under eye. And it does kind of dry and set down relatively quickly. And I will say my skin right now, like you can tell how red my skin is. It is struggling. I used a retinol face mask that was just so bad for my skin. So my skin got so swollen and red, and now it's at the point where it's very dry. So my under eyes are unfortunately dry, and I can see a little bit of that dry texture from this product. So it's kind of bummed to see that, but all products right now are making my skin look dry. So just something to keep in mind with this. I wouldn't really want to use it right now when I have this dryness under my eyes because it is going to make that more obvious. Like without it, I can't really see the dry skin, but with it, that dry texture is there. It's also not giving me full great coverage right now, but I did just go in with a tiny bit, so let's see how it layers up. But I do like applying it with my finger. I think that works pretty well. You definitely only need a little bit, but it's not a very thick kind of balm texture. It is more of a thin formula that's super blendable. I just feel like this shade looks so stark white against my red skin right now. But let's see, am I able to build up the coverage? Kind of. Where I don't have the dry skin as much, like a little bit more here on my cheeks, I can see that it does look more smooth. So if you don't have very dry skin, it is going to look smooth, skin-like, but it does have a matte finish, which I'm a little bit surprised by because of that Perfect Glow title name of it. And I'm interested to see if it's going to crease. It's not really creasing in these lines just yet, so we'll see. But it's a nice concealer. Maybe for the fun of it, I'm going to pick up a little bit more on my finger, and I'll just apply a few dots and blend it out with the sponge. See how that works. I'm glad to see that blending it out with the sponge works just as well as with my finger, because sometimes I feel like I can't get as much coverage with the sponge as I can get with my finger, but it's pretty similar amount of coverage. And it really is like a little goes a long way. I have excess, so I'm like bringing it up the center of the face a little bit. But I like this because it is very skin-like. It's not drying to my under eyes. My under eyes are just already a little bit dry, but it's matte without being drying. And it definitely feels very lightweight. I'm just going to kind of balance out how light it is on my face by applying it down the center of my face as well. So this shade does some good highlighting effect. Typically, surprisingly, in Purlisse, I am more of a medium shade, not usually the fair. That's one little complaint about Purlisse, is that the shades can be tricky. But I'm really not seeing much creasing. Slightly, but not even enough that I would set this with a powder. So that's great. Like, it pretty much sets itself with that matte finish, not creasing. So that's going to help the under eyes look even more natural. So I'll put in a split screen of how my skin looks before and after using this to conceal. And I think it really does a good job of hiding the imperfections that you want to hide, brightening, just like one of the beneficial ingredients in this claims to do. And I'm really happy with the skin-like texture of this, because it is just so lightweight, looks and feels like skin. And that's what I love so much about all of those other Purlisse products, because when I'm wearing makeup, I don't want it to look like makeup on my skin. I just want it to make my skin look better, and I'm really able to achieve that with this. So if you've tried this concealer out, definitely let me know in the comments down below how it works for you. Maybe if you don't have such dry skin, it would look different. So I would really love to hear how it works on different skin types. And thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.